I'm Anne Kramer, I'm CEO of the Electrospinning Company. We have a biomaterial platform, which means we can make materials that can be implanted into patients to work with their own stem cells to do repair or regeneration of damaged tissues. So originally we were a spin out from the STFC, which is one of the government research council, to exploit a capability in nanotechnology. So we looked at different medical applications, including 3D cell culture in drug discovery and medical device components. It was around 2018 when we decided to focus on our medical device opportunities and to move out of our incubation facility on the government campus into our own building ready for growth.
I'm Eileen Modral, Innovation and Growth Specialist. Part of my work is actually networking, and I met Anne at one of the events up at Harwell.
It was in 2018 that I was talking to Eileen, who introduced the concept of INNOVATE UK EDGE and the support that they could give companies that were at a growth inflection point.
Then started to work and find out if there was actually support that we could provide that was useful and would take them on their journey.
So with Eileen, we first did a strategy on the page exercise, and we worked with our board and a couple of key members of the management team to identify what we really needed. And then we engaged in a couple of support modules. We took advantage of the IP audit. We're not just about patents for a single invention, but really around know-how and trade secrets for processes. So it was really useful to be able to codify that, make it systematic. And we still, to this day, work with the group that supported us with that initial audit.
The workshop we provided at the time was very much tailored to what the Electrospinning Company wanted, and the outcome was actually, as you can see, is very positive, because since then they've actually started to scale up quite dramatically.
Since we engaged with that initial support in 2018, we actually moved out of our incubation facility and into our own facility. At the time we had 8 people. That's 3 years ago. We're now at 25 people. We've put our own clean rooms in, and we've just expanded those. We've expanded our customer base. We've expanded our investor base.
The other area we worked with was the media. And it's not just around being LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever, it's the strategy for the business. As you're actually emerging out and going into a new direction, what's the messages you give out? How do you do it? That was a really important part, I think, as well.
One of the most fun moments I had with Eileen was attending a social media strategy course together. And since then, we've embedded that into a broader marketing strategy, become a lot more professional as a company.
Well, I've just been speaking to Anne, and I believe they've now taken on a further 4 people. So the expansion seems to be going. So I'd like to see what's happening in the next 12 months and 4 years on. Where maybe they've been outgrown this building and hopefully merged into an even bigger one.
The Electrospinning Company has benefited significantly from working with Eileen and her other innovation advisors in getting tailored support along our journey. So it's not just been one package and off you go. We've been able to revisit and say, okay, now we're larger, our challenge is this. And it's been really helpful to be able to do that as we've grown.